Hi everyone.
No, like I went to like hide the minute countdown thing, and instead of it being hidden, just everything went black, and I was like, oh,
Oh, no.
okay, I guess we're just not streaming, I guess. Instead of having a cool transition, we'll just not have anything. Hi everyone.
Cool beans. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shadows of Abaddon, an actual play Twitch stream about magic, murder, mystery, and what it means to be human. That phrase gets more relevant every time we play. My name is Mike. I'm your GM, and you can find me on Twitter at UDGMike. So, as always, today, playing Captain Vi Rusa, the spider is Steven.
Hi, it's me. I'm Steven. I play Captain Virusa, like Mike said. Let's see here. In last week's activity downtimes, I trained my playbook, I think. I didn't train my playbook, but I did get a new playbook thing from leveling up. Yeah, I indulged my vice and I reduced some heat. That was Vi's big. Vi does a lot of administrative things, I think, sometimes. At least they think they need to. But through also character XP, Vi earned the new playbook ability, Social Climber, which was linked over on this side if you want to read that. So that's pretty cool. And I'm not anywhere, so you can't find me. You can find me in Final Fantasy, but that's about it.
We need to play that again, by the way.
Yeah.
Usually next is Warrant Officer Alistair Crowley the Sleuth, played by Dora, but that's not happening today. So instead we have Weapons Sergeant Cat Frusk, our Hound, played by Ollie.
Hi, I'm Ollie. I play Cat the Hound with a Robin called Mouse. You can find me over at OJWH Reviews on Facebook, where I talk about films and TV and stuff, except not stuff. In last week's downtime, I did some things. I tried to learn about how miasma works for the sake of inventions. So Mouse, the Robin, who we've clarified is immune to miasma because some sort of miasma experiment linked them or something. Maybe, who knows? Crazy things are going on. So they flew around, did some extrasensory study. I don't know, it's vague, don't think about it. Learned that there's a lot of miasma. Well, we already know that miasma is corrupted ether, but now Mouse saw that there's a lot of this corruption coming out of the factory, or a crazy amount of miasma being created by it, is what was said.
True.
I also did another thing, which I'm going to talk to some people. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. Next person.
Okay, great. Rejoining us is Matt / Rosenbagger, playing Sergeant Stanley Roman, the Mirage.
Hey everybody, I am Stanley Roman, the Mirage. I am a famous actor and screenwriter. I totally have never, ever stolen any planes. I'm being played by the human Matt, aka Rosenbagger, aka Rosie. And I think they have this thing called Twitter. You can find them on at Rosenbagger_UDG.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Stanley.
That's awesome. And finally, Dora today will be playing Dr. Quincy Mallard, the Zindiq.
Hi, I am Dora. You can find me on Twitter at THE_COOL_DORA, because I am the cool Dora.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about why Dr. Mahler is your character today instead of your normal sleuth?
Yeah, so in downtime, I had my first downtime action be indulge in the stupor drinking vice.
Mm-hmm.
I only got like a stress off, something like that. So then I decided to go to Dr. Mahler and, finish out that long-term project. And found out some fun stuff. Like, Dr. Mahler thinks that some of these nightmares are memories that are coming back. And to figure out what those memories are, we need to experience the dream. However, what really freaked Al out was their eyes turned red like a golem's eyes would. So then Al was like, screw this, I'm gonna drink some more. And, I was still very high stress. Very, very high. And I had to roll like a 5 or a 6 to overindulge. I rolled those.
True.
So I chose the lost consequence, which means that your character is out for the score.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I'm playing Dr. Quincy Mahler today.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay, yeah. And Dora has elected to go hard in the paint on the Mahler look today with the tricorn hat and the fantastic getup, because that is how Mahler do. So bonus role playing points for Dora today.
I was gonna say I have to respect someone going after the XP for role playing like that.
Right.
I love the commitment.
It's always good. Makes us all want to do better.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dora, tell me a little bit about the scene that you want to have with Templeton. You guys will remember that Templeton is Al's ally, which is a persistent echo that kind of keeps popping up.
Hasn't popped up in a while because I haven't been able to indulge in the drinking vice, but yeah. So I think we're in the middle of the drinking session and, getting pretty blasted. So that's when Templeton usually starts showing up. But then there's like a tipping point past tipsy to like getting full on drunk, where Al starts to feel weird. Like there's not even a conversation. Al starts to feel weird. And Templeton just gets like a look of glee on their face, which does look like Al's face. And then blackout drunk.
Okay. So how do we as the audience notice the change in Al before this next scene?
So before this next scene, I think one of the main clues is like Al was holding, their glass a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Al is holding their glass a different way, not the usual way.
Ah,
That they
the way
hold their
that
glass.
the way that Templeton was holding.
Yeah, the way that
glass.
Templeton usually holds their glass.
Awesome. That's phenomenal.
And the posture is a little bit not as slumped.
Mm-hmm.
Straighter.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So Kat, when do you approach Al for this Q&A session?
Just for clarification, I remain so lost as to what's going on.
That's
and
okay.
I love it. I mean, I wouldn't be too long after the score. What did we just do again? We destroyed the new clowns. Yeah. So I think Kat would probably have had a chat with Orphan Commanders or whatever after that. Like, you're good now? Cool. Then headed over to find Al to have a conversation. So I guess at some point during this drinking session or afterwards, I don't know.
Okay, cool.
It would be during the drinking session.
Okay, so the stench of alcohol. Thanks, Google. I really appreciate you for some reason trying to remind me that you always protect our conversations. Always. So somewhere in, I'm guessing the bar of the house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The stench of alcohol is rampant here. and it's clear that Al has been drinking quite a bit, and something seems off about him, but not in a way that seems bad. It's almost like seeing a friend after they've been like really depressed for a long time, and you're like surprised that to notice that they have been different, and it's only now that they seem to be out of this funk that you can realize like something's been wrong.
Cool. Cat disregards most of that, and says, what do you know?
What do you mean? What do I know, Weapons Sergeant Frusk?
What do you know about... Oh, I've forgotten the name. Namari. That's it.
Namari,
what do you know about Namari?
Namari who?
We both saw her at the factory. I thought I was the only one who knew her. You obviously knew her. You reacted.
It was the nail polish. The nail polish.
Yeah. What about it? What's that got to do with anything?
Nightmares.
You're not making any sense, okay? But what do you know about Namari? What does she have to do with nightmares?
Yeah, you need to go to the nightmares.
That doesn't... Is Mouse reacting at all to any of this?
Yes.
How so?
Mouse wants you to keep going.
No.
You guys have both gotten to the point where you have the option of talking to another person about what's going on, correct?
Yes, because I am full for my track until we either level up the crew or what have you.
Okay, so you guys can talk about what's going on if you'd like.
I'm confused about what the question is. We are talking. What do you mean?
I mean, like you can describe what's going on in your nightmares if you so desire.
Oh, okay. Okay, good to know. What nightmares have you been having?
Seems pushy for someone. Seems pushy. Why don't you share yours first?
Well, I've been dreaming about Namari. Sort of. Not really. I've been dreaming about something that I thought Namari was responsible for, and it seems not. How I was blinded. Typical nightmare things.
I don't know who she is. It's just that damn nail polish.
What about the nail polish? What does that have to do with anything?
The person who betrayed us wore it.
You mean Yasmina?
No.
Then who?
I don't know yet.
I feel like Kat would probably keep pressing for more information. I don't know at what point Al passes out or whatever.
I think Al disappears, right? Al just like stumbles out.
Yeah, Al stumbles out with like just a tumbler in hand.
Do any of the rest of you want to converse about this after Al's gone?
And I want to be very clear. Kat would have gotten the feeling that she was talking to a different person.
Right. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of sidelong glances and looks of mistrust from Al during this conversation.
Then I feel like Kat would have probably gone to Vi.
Okay.
Just say something very off about Al. Also, did someone betray us in the war besides Yasmina?
That I know of. Are you asking me or are you asking lore? Like,
You, Vi.
okay, that's what I was gonna say. I couldn't tell if you were asking in character or just in general. Sorry. No, not that I'm aware of. No. And what's wrong with Al?
Well, Al seems to think someone betrayed us. Someone with red nail polish. I don't know why that's important. And the way Al was behaving was different. Like they were drunk, but also specific minutiae of Al were off. You know how they have that specific way of holding their glass? They weren't doing that.
Got it. So at this point, has Al stumbled out?
Yeah, Al has gone, left the door open, etc.
Okay, so I imagine Vi would then like go to try to talk to Al and see that they're not there, like walk out the house and not see them anywhere and just be like, well, fuck. Probably. Oh shit! No, yeah, I guess just maybe like might see them like going and like talking to some people around, seeing if anyone saw which way they went. But I imagine just kind of see a scene of Vi getting gradually more frustrated.
Yeah, I think this is when you question Dr. Mahler too about what's been going on with Al, and then you find out about the change in the eyes and whatnot, which probably is a bit unsettling.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anything else that you guys want to do before we get started? You had a something that you wanted to do, Ollie, right? With
Herr Bruder.
With who? What?
Your brother.
Yes.
Mr. Brother.
Kat would go to see the brother at the hospital. Having all this vague information about what she remembers not being true, and trying to get a sense of what's what, or how that could have happened, rather.
For sure. So when you get there and walk in, you realize that your brother's attention is already occupied. Your mother, Ebegrins, is there.
Kat leaves, and we'll disregard that situation entirely. We'll deal with that later.
Okay, so you don't want to blah blah blah.
Kat. Well, okay, no. Kat will wait for the mother to leave. Or that's it.
I have to say, like, as an outsider, like, the scene of you going there and, like, making all the effort to go there, seeing the mom and then just disregarding it and leaving entirely, like, I mean, that kind of is a scene. Like, that does say a lot, I think, about Kat's character and the relationship.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's up to you.
They Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, well, I was going to ask what you were about to answer. Can I get any read of what they are talking about?
They seem to be arguing.
I would like to listen in.
Sounds like a gather information roll, my friend.
Yay, this can't go wrong.
How would you like to gather information?
By
skirmish.
Mouse. No, I would like to get out of the building, then leave my body somewhere. Mouse would like to fly in and listen in.
Okay.
Or I guess I can just be wherever I am. Mouse has super senses, that makes sense. But be at a very safe distance away from them, and here, listen in.
Okay.
So I guess
sounds like a study or a survey? Pending?
It does. We'll go with survey because I have 1 in that.
There's a reason.
Starting off with a 3. I just do love these rolls.
Yeah. So you get minor information. First of all, Mouse is trying to be
You know what? Can I? Well, no. Okay, can you do that off of the fact? You can't push off the fact, can you?
You can use a coin for to improve the.
I don't like spending money. No, we'll do. We'll just get whatever information.
If you want to push yourself, you can. That's fine.
How does it work?
Just do it. Roll a
Spend 2
d6
stress and then
and roll another d6.
Awesome. 2.
Awesome. Phenomenal. So Mouse is trying to stay hidden first and foremost. But what you pick up through Mouse's senses is that your mother is dressing your brother down for not telling her earlier that you were still alive. She had it on good authority that you were dead. They had a funeral for you and everything. And she doesn't understand not only why he didn't come and, tell her that you were still alive, but why he wasn't surprised. And she's trying to get from him like what he's hiding. When a woman with bright red nail polish comes in and takes her like starts talking to her, your mother straightens up, recognizing this woman, straightens up and is led away by her, and they're talking in very muted tones. Your brother looks on worriedly as the two of them retreat to a private place.
A woman with red nail polish. Any recognizableness to them?
Yes, Namari.
Okay. I mean, I want to say that. Well, yeah. I mean, I want to. Well, no, I can't. Like theoretically, Mouse would want to follow and get more information, but I feel like I've expended the rolls now.
You have.
So,
you can ask follow-up questions, but you may not get the answers that you want.
Well, when you said why he wasn't surprised, you mean when I first came back to him, he wasn't surprised?
Correct.
Why? Would be a question that I'm not going to get an answer to, but why?
Yeah, that is definitely something that you should be worried about. The other thing is, where's your grave?
Right.
I mean, I
They buried you.
Think to buried me. Well, I didn't
They
think about
had a funeral for you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have thought to ask that necessarily. Like, it's just there's a graveyard, there's a stone, probably not
Right.
relevant.
But
but what?
yeah, like I mean, why did they think that you were dead?
No, well, yeah, that's a part. But I mean, I'm assuming I'm not going to get any more information. I mean, the only additional thing would be what kind of expression did Ebergrins have to Mari?
Deference.
Sure, okay. Cool. I assume that's as much information as I'm going to be able to get. So, good to know. I would return.
With more questions than you left with.
Yes. I'm more lost than I was before.
That's what the gather information rolls of 3 or less are for. Coming up with more questions than you had before.
Yeah, I mean, you started getting all this information on 3. I was like, God, what would it have been if I'd got a 6? Jesus, so much things. Okay.
That's how we do in the system.
Cat returns and tells no one of any of this.
Responsible. Okay. Anything anybody else wanted to do? Okay. So on your after your last mission, you guys got 8 coin and 6 heat. Due to Crowley's fine dirt, you were able to get off some of that heat that you guys would have got. But Crowley successfully diverted enough attention to Cran's boys that you only came out with 6 heat. There was public outcry. You took 2 heat from that. People were pissed about Duran getting arrested and tortured. Y'all let the rumor spread, then reduced heat thereafter, and decided that now's the time to break Yasmina out of the factory. You decided to do this stealthily by going through the sewer entry / the water gate there from Cloud Channel. So the factory is here, and you guys are planning on going in there through the channel. Is that still the case?
I think so.
Yes.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, awesome. That's what we like. So, are you guys ready to do our roll
Let's do it.
after loading?
I think
Just
so.
one what?
That's what's the joke we're meant to make? As we roll the engagement, there's a thing we're meant to say, and I forgot what it was. It was a funny
Roll
comment.
out.
Oh, set dice to engage.
Set dice to engage. I love it.
Yeah.
Of course.
10.
Yeah, we get it. Great roll. So, Rosie, we'll start with you. What's your load?
I will have a medium load.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Dr. Mahler?
Just looking at what all Dr. Mahler has.
Mm-hmm.
I think a normal should be fine.
Okay, sounds good. Vi?
I gotta stick with it. Going back to light.
Gone back to light. If the party's dead, we can bring it back to light. Sounds good. And Kat?
You have to ask. Heavy.
I figured it was heavy, but I do literally have to ask.
Mechanically, yes.
Yes. Okay, so we start with 1 die for sheer luck. Add plus 1 die for every major disadvantage or every major advantage. Lose 1 for every major disadvantage. Is the operation particularly bold or daring?
No one's been broken out
Yeah.
before. So no.
Yes, very bold and daring. Extremely.
Yeah.
We're gonna die.
Is the operation overly complex or contingent on many factors?
No, but I assume so.
It feels like it is.
I mean, it's a simple break in, break out, but I'm sure it's not a simple break in, break out.
Right.
On
But
paper,
of
it's
course, we
simple.
know it's a simple.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're doing. We're doing paper.
Nothing's complex when you freestyle all the time.
Right.
And nothing's complex when you have
Where is it?
blueprints.
That's fair. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
Yes.
We discussed
this is where
that the
golems are made.
Watergate. We discussed that the Watergate was like how you get in.
Right.
Not necessarily taking that. So I say, yes.
Yeah. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have special defenses or preparations?
Let's
I
assume
feel like they
have
do.
defense.
Yeah.
This
They
is where
have.
golems are made.
The DM is shaking his head.
I don't. No.
They don't have special defenses against people coming in the sewers.
Against
Yeah,
the Watergate specifically. Okay, sure.
Yeah. No.
We found the weakness.
Mm-hmm. This is your Death Star.
I should really make some plans there.
defense. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for the operation?
I would have said my brother could, but I'm no longer able to talk to him, so no.
Your mother might be able to.
It's true.
Uh,
Gonna go confront Mama. I'm also imagining Mouse just carrying around like a big bag, like flapping really hard because you're always going with the heavy load.
Yeah.
Mouse has got a
Big
tiny
bag of
backpack with
things.
a gun in it.
just
right,
just
bird.
a gun mounted on mouse.
Got a recoil.
Yeah.
Lovely.
The next long-term project for
Yeah, Kat's not going to
Kat.
talk to her mother before entering, so no.
Project Gunbird.
comes with a grenade launcher and came up with the name the Cat Bolt.
That's good. That's
Good.
See, I would say that one of Dr. Mahler's friends could, if we're willing to do the negotiation with Dr.
what?
Sasha.
Oh yeah, you
Oh.
might tell.
That's
Tell. Why don't you tell everybody who's Dr. Mahler's friends and enemies are?
So friends, Dr. Sasha Vasilna, leader of the Rock Flingers.
Of course.
Enemies.
fine.
Fazini and Ulfaraki seditionist, and Kashur, the leader of the Faceless.
Hmm.
Two
Good.
enemies.
Good.
Um,
Hey,
well,
we
can
let-
definitely, yeah, we can definitely address Sasha in a positive. That could go either way if we
Yeah.
do it right.
I mean, we let her live last time. That was
but
cool.
Not
would
looking
we-
out like that, Mike.
But would we actually? Do we trust Dr. Sasha like that?
What does Sasha actually know about the factory, though?
She has
Like,
a
would we?
golem.
I was just thinking, would we? She has golem parts, but as far as I assume, she just stole those or something. I wouldn't assume that she knows about the factory. Oh, like in character, I wouldn't think, oh, let's go to Dr. Sasha. She knows how to break into the factory. Let's tell her that we're going to do that. She won't have any problem with that. That would be
I
Kat's
take that
thinking.
as
Feel free
a-
to overrule me.
I take that as a we do not get that D. So
Okay.
I mean, Vi, do you disagree?
unless Vi has a
The-
friend who might be able to help.
I don't know if I have a friend that could help. The only thing I could think of is, okay, so do we know that you're friends with Sasha now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you can-
so
Yeah, because also functionally what happened what also happened was one of our upgrades was we officially made Dr. Mahler like our occultist expert as a crew.
so
So I think there's a little bit of sharing that comes with that.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah,
With that-
definitely.
with that last score we did, I know Sasha was there with the new clowns. So do we know what Sasha's opinions are of the new clowns being wiped out? Because if they were actually the allies they were pretending to be, you know, they might be more favorable with us or not. I don't know. I think Vi's going to say maybe avoid Sasha for now. I think that's probably the safe call with everything we're getting into.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Just-
good.
Just for now. I do think, though, that we should maybe try not to kill Sasha.
I think so. Try to not kill people this time.
Awesome. Are any enemies or rivals interfering in the operation? Yes.
I mean, yeah,
Minus one die.
obviously.
Name one.
Everyone.
I think it's easier to name all our allies.
Name an enemy. Name an enemy.
Are there any elements you'd like to consider? Maybe higher tier target gives you minus die. Yeah, so they're definitely higher tier than you guys in a big way. They're tier 4, correct?
Yep.
I'd like to consider the fact that the GM's in a good mood today and wants to give us an extra one just cause.
Am I in a good mood today?
I'd like to consider
you
the
said tier
elements.
5.
We're in a
Ooh.
decent mood.
They're tier 5. Yeah, go ahead and take another minus there.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
Can we
do roll
consider the
negative dice?
element of surprise?
Hmm.
I think you did.
Damn it.
Made is a situation in the district that makes the operation more or less risky. Yeah, considering the fact that this is exactly where, like, you guys are breaking into to Grandview, like the
Yeah.
entire Grandview area is all risky all the time. Like you'd be arrested just for like being around there. So yeah, it's a bad way.
We deserve
Well,
bad dice for this,
okay.
honestly.
Yeah. It's
There's a reason why Al
objectively
didn't
a
want
horrible
this
idea.
in the first place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
it's
makes
objectively
more
a terrible
sense that
idea.
Al's not here.
It's bad when Stanley has a good feeling about all this. It's gonna go well.
So we are at
Okay. But big
No
time.
dice. Oh wow.
You guys want me to roll it?
Yeah, give us double
Alright.
sixes.
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
If you don't, though, let's just keep rolling until it
Oh man,
happens.
that is not
no fuck.
that. Very close.
Guys, I think we should just go to the park and have a picnic on this one.
Yeah.
Add
Yeah.
them together and
It's a
make
day
it
off.
5.
Too
Watch
bad
the
the
clouds.
park is filled with golems.
Okay. So yeah. God, why did we go to Golem Park? God damn it.
No.
Bring your
So-
golem to the park day.
Yeah. So stupid. Okay, you're in a desperate position when the action starts. So what's what are you guys doing this at night? I'm guessing.
I mean, with that engagement roll, we're probably doing it right at noon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
It's high noon.
we will be
Well, I
trying
think
at
we-
night.
Checking on the
Friday
door real
night.
quick. Hey, this is where the factory is with all the golems. Seen a girl in red.
Yeah. Can only go well. Vi, you were saying?
I don't think I was.
Oh. Someone else was saying?
I was just saying. I think we would have done at night. We're not that stupid. We're
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
stupid. We're not
I mean-
that stupid.
The dice isn't our approach; it's the reaction of our approach, or like
Mhm.
like how successful our approach was. So we
That's
could
true.
have thought going at night was a great idea, but it just could have turned out to be a bad idea for this night.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, what we've got here, you guys remember, in a lot of places in the city, there are bioluminescent eels and different flora that have some amount of bioluminescence as well. And it turns out there's bioluminescent algae all through this this tunnel here, this sewer that you've gotten. Apparently, there's like whatever comes through here, these bioluminescent algae are just really big fans of, as well as some of the man-sized eels with shimmering bioluminescence that are doing their thing around here. And as you guys are approaching, you're basically lit from the bottom, which makes it very easy for the handlers with their giant woven golems that are patrolling all around the buttresses of Grandview and the factory here, to see you from the bottom, basically, like you're basically a shadow passing under like a lake of light. Yeah,
Got that monster lighting.
got that monster lighting. So how is it that you guys how is it that you sneak into this thing?
What if we waded through the algae waters?
Like yourselves? Like not I'm guessing you guys have like a little boat or something, you know, like a gondola or some shit.
Or like
that
a
would be a
semi-sub.
very bad idea.
What if we had a semi-sub?
Because that algae might stick to us, and then we will just be lit up the whole time. Very bad idea.
Well, we would just take off the outer layer of clothing.
You're not the brightest one, are you?
Cat
Oh,
could
I
provide
have costumes for days.
if people if we see people looking down in our general direction, Mouse could fly up and do some bird song stuff so that people are like, oh, it's a bird, pretty bird, and get distracted.
At night?
Nothing like the 3 a.m. songbirds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's an idea. Do we have a better one? Something that wouldn't
There
possibly
has
result
to
in it
be
getting shut down?
There has to be
Well,
a
I do
side
have.
gate. I have blueprints.
You have blueprints.
I
Are there any
do.
other entrances that are less guarded than Algid?
Why don't I take a look?
You know, if anything, I do have a set of maintenance costumes from the earlier productions of the Garbage Man musical.
God damn it. I've been basically counting, seeing how soon the Garbage Man would be referenced. It took less than an hour. So is this, you want to gather some information here about another place, I'm guessing, Dr. Mahler?
Yes.
Yes. Sounds like you're studying.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So this is basically a flashback of you guys going over these blueprints.
Yeah.
And seeing, where your plan Bs can be. Okay, go ahead.
With the flashback, what is the positioning?
Control. Just gather information.
Risky.
Yeah. You get into the
That's a
room.
6.
Nice. You get into the room and the blueprints just like have a knife. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. So you get great information. You can ask follow-ups whenever you want. And the great information is that this is still your best option. And I think I think what you get here is the earlier knowledge that this algae is around here, probably from somebody scouting this out. Maybe it was Dr. Mahler, maybe it was Al, maybe it was Kat. Someone's kind of gone through here and surveyed the entry area and has known that this would be a problem. And so one idea is to cover yourself in bioluminescent algae.
I thought about that.
Okay.
But would that be helpful? Because surely then it'd just be a big blob of bioluminescent algae, like people-shaped.
But you can cover your boat and shit too. Again, this is a desperate action.
Yeah.
Boat-shaped algae.
It is. You are overreaching yourself. You are not in a good way. Like it's desperate for a reason. You're overreaching your capabilities. You're in serious trouble. But it's better than walking up to the front door.
Could we take our boat and like attach something to the end of it to make it look like it's just like a waste or debris or something that's fallen in and is just floating upstream gathering algae?
What if we used a mirror?
How?
So just put a mirror on the front of the boat, and that way, as we go along, it just reflects back the algae stuff.
The algae is from the bottom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd just be shining toward the front. But I think like a tarp with some algae on it or something like that, or
the tarp.
But
But wouldn't they just see like a lump floating
what-
through the
yeah.
water?
It's below. They're below us, right? They're looking up. Is that what
no,
you said?
the people are looking down.
We're lit
Oh, sorry,
from
sorry,
below.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
looking up.
You'd be
Yeah.
lit from below.
Yes.
But yeah, like a like a trash barge or what, like a little,
Yeah.
like a thing of trash floating would could work.
Something
Yeah.
that just makes it look like debris is just floating down and it got cut, and someone's like, "Oh, we'll have to clean that out later" or something like
right. Yeah, that could work.
Lit.
Yeah.
Literally lit. Okay.
And then if we have the maintenance costumes on and we get caught, we can be like, "Oh, well, we were sent to clear this debris."
There you go.
Um,
This sounds like a tinker roll? Maybe
I can tinker.
How so?
Because you guys have to create
Yeah,
this
it is creation.
thing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's definitely.
And I
Now-
think it fits more than Prowl does.
Yeah.
Because you're not really prowling unseen or traversing obstacles, you know?
Yeah.
This honestly feels like a tinker roll to me, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay?
How many die do you have?
I have one.
I have
was.
3.
You do that then. Gosh. Oh yeah, because you're Dr. Marla. That makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was. Never mind. Go for it.
This
You work together. Set up
Yeah, you can always work together.
assist.
Yeah. Assist would work.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Be teammates.
We'll go with that.
I was gonna say it could be a group action.
We can help each other. That helps.
The real breakout was the friends we made along the way.
Oh yes.
Do we mind using one of our uncanny preparations on this?
We finally remembered that we have uncanny preparation. Yes.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Twice
I'm okay
per
with that.
session during a desperate action, improve effect or position. Describe a flashback that gives you the advantage now. This counts as a setup action. Smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant.
I mean, I think we already described the flashback.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, part of the problem is we haven't rolled a whole lot of desperate actions, so.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think we don't want to be desperate, so I think we want to improve the position.
Okay.
Because desperate fails suck.
Yeah, let's get at least one shot to fail this.
Okay. So you're making it risky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it risky.
Okay. Great.
And then pushing.
Stands to reason.
We're using all our stuff on this.
Yeah. And are you also assisting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take 1 stress.
Oh, I hate that. Okay, fine.
Sorry.
Damn it. I'm already like halfway through my stress. and
You
barely
are.
started.
Okay. And I assume that's the effect because there's nothing else to. Yeah, there's nothing
yeah, the
else that
effect
can be adjusted.
Is normal. Yeah.
Well, no, the help action is going to be done on the effect, correct?
Or you get. Oh, no, you just get an extra die.
Oh, just get an extra die, so 2
Mhm.
extra die. That's good.
Would you have to mark off tinkering tools for this?
That's a good idea.
You?
Sure.
And you guys have a workshop. So
Okay, hold on.
sorry. It just makes a great effect.
I was thinking that
Okay.
if we're doing it in our workshop, why does the tools get marked off? Because we're not taking them with us.
Because it's something that you had to do.
Okay.
But why?
Because
With the uncanny preparation too.
Sure.
We didn't last time. Last time we came home and reset it.
Okay, so risky. Great.
Mm-hmm.
1 die from pushing.
See.
That's a crit.
That is
Oh,
great.
I needed
let's
the stress.
go.
Hey. Okay. So you do it with increased effect. So I think you guys move into a controlled position from here.
Yes.
Let's
You
go.
guys sum of 22 on the roll. Wow, that is crazy. So you guys successfully
Quick maths.
avoid any sort of notice as you boat your way through here. And let's be clear, you guys smell atrocious. Like, it's horrible getting through here because I mean it's real trash and shit like that, and it is a sewer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you guys are going through here, and you are suffering for your success here, as you go through. But it doesn't take that long before you guys can abandon your little trash barge, and find like a hatch that you can climb out of here. And so you get into so you climb out of the factory into like a little maintenance area with a door. Can shed your gross smelling stuff and basically reconvene and try to figure out where you are. What do you do?
Where are we?
In like a little like maintenance thing.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Wait, I got us here.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess first order of action is finding her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that would be logical.
The blueprints tell us. I mean, I assume we would have planned this beforehand, but do we know where they are? Where are the prison cells?
I mean, yes, we know where the prison cells are. They're on the blueprints, obviously. However, we don't know where they would be. As this is like a block.
Mm-hmm.
Can Mouse look around for us?
Yes.
Blend in with the rest of the sewer birds.
We're not in the sewer anymore, right?
Oh,
Oh, you're not.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the like hatch bit. Yeah.
It's a mechanic bird.
It's a little, yeah, like a little bag full of tools, like a little, like workman's outfit on. Just
Can't forget a little helmet too.
Yeah, well, of course.
Little lunchbox.
Literally just whistling, like.
That 3 a.m. tune.
By Matchbox 20.
Yeah. So I would send off my drone to go scout about.
Literally your eyes. Okay, so I've got a 4 o'clock on there for finding Yasmina. This sounds like a hunt to me.
Oh boy, yeah. Hunt.
Okay, and you are in a controlled position thanks to the wonderful planning and execution that you and Dr. Mahler were able to do.
Effect. I argue I would have improved effect because of sensitive bird sight or something.
Sure.
So great or standard.
I think standard, because this is like a lot of corridors and like doorways with checkpoints. Nice. So it's hard. It's hard for a bird to. This isn't like some open area where your bird can just be like, meow, meow, you know.
Like, not to
Is
be
it possible?
Bummer also, but we're probably going to be at reduced effect just in general here. Like,
Right.
there's such a high tier compared to
there
us.
again.
Like,
Yeah, bird no should be here. So it's very easy for them to see your bird and be like, that's not right. Okay, so when you get 1 to 3 on a control position, you falter. Press on by seizing a risky opportunity, or withdraw and try a different approach. So you go out here to send Mouse out, but both ways there's a checkpoint of there's like closed doors with a guard on it. There are no woven, no golems there that you can see, but there's still a human person and a door. Which obviously your bird cannot just be like, don't mind me, just doing my bird thing.
Bird mechanic here.
So I feel like I would, considering I can still. Oh wait, no, I can't. Yeah, I can hear. I can still have a conversation through myself with the people. I just can't see them. I would point this out and consult. I feel like there's no other way of finding them. So, but also this could go terribly wrong.
yeah, I would say pull back for now. It doesn't seem like you're going to be able to do much, at least with.
But if we pull back, we're not. I mean, how else are we going to find them?
I mean, like, I think we'll have to go. I don't think Cat or Mouse is going to be able to do much by themselves. I think it's going to take us, is what I'm saying.
Okay. then I would pull back.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys are still in a control position that way. How do you wish to proceed?
I mean, I hate to say it, but do we have the fucking mechanic cleaning shit outfits? Like, it can at least
Yeah.
get us next to them to have a conversation, and they might not start by shooting.
Right. Well,
Oh,
I
you
mean,
mean these? And he just kind of like snaps them out.
you all
With
have
everybody's
Regretfully, I do.
eyes, right?
Yeah, name tags and everything. And then I just opened up my my vest, and there's a collection of mustaches
Mustaches. Okay.
and a monocle. I thought the doctor would want a monocle. Doctor and janitorial services.
Hey,
Hey, a doctorate's a doctorate.
maintenance.
I
Oh,
mean,
you don't
maintenance,
care.
yes.
Career
I
path.
don't know if a monocle would help. That just might make it not a fine cover identity.
Yeah.
Oh, but the thing is, I have these papers, and I pull out papers that are a fine cover identity. That's literally part of my items.
And it's free too.
It's a free one.
It is part of
Yeah.
mine as well.
Oh,
big
really?
same.
The
Yeah.
Zindig gets that?
Yeah, the
Same.
Ziggy gets that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do? You
the
do?
fine disguise kit is not free.
You're the
Oh,
one
wow.
who gave me the. You're the one who made the playbook.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
The playbook's real.
Oh
It's
wow!
italics.
Yeah.
Italics means it's free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, italics means it's free.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you guys are
Hey,
well prepared, actually, to go in as a
Cleaning.
I also-
as a cleaning crew.
Well, how? I mean, if we do it like the whole disguise to get in was that like we were on this thing that was just like floating up and needed to be cleaned out. So like, why don't we take the parts of it and like chop up shit and just like bring it in? Be like, yeah, we came down an earlier hatch, but we got to go through the actual like to clear out all the debris. We got to bring it through here.
Yep. There's a debris disposal
Makes
dais.
sense.
Yeah, and like
Okay.
people saw that there was shit coming through, so
Yeah.
And if
Okay.
anybody tries to argue, we have someone with a doctorate. So
hmm
and guns. Let's go.
and guns. Don't forget the guns.
Okay.
And the
so-
second guns.
Right. The guns and the backup guns. Also a blade or two. So we'll take a break here. Be back in a couple minutes and find out how this unusually prepared cover story goes on.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Gonna get We are
Hello.
here.
Cool beans. Welcome back, everybody, to Shadows of Abaddon, an actual play.
Blah blah blah.
This thing, Twitch.
Oh my
Actual
god.
play Twitch.
Our cameras are so fucking off, and I just remembered because Holly had to bounce for a second during that break.
Oh no!
Oh
So
no.
no.
I'm GM.
Yeah, it's fine. The cameras themselves are fine enough. I'll adjust it. But yeah, Ollie is the GM now. Mike will be playing.
Oh, dope.
Oh,
All right, so Ollie, what do we do now?
Yeah.
We're all in costume.
Well, I think Kat's doing pretty well personally. Don't know about the rest of you. You find Yasmina, get her out, and that's the end of it.
Oh,
Hope you
nice.
enjoyed
We did
watching.
it. How many coin did we get for that? We got like what, 3 stash each?
You think so? How that?
Every coin.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We now rule all of Abaddon, and we ride golems everywhere.
We've turned it into a good one. No longer bad.
Oh god. Go back to being GM.
He does.
Abaddon. That would be how I would,
Abaddon
how I would
for
pronounce
a
it.
Abaddon.
Abaddon. Anyway, so you guys, 3 of you have your cover identities, and I think the way this works is, you guys have looked at who the actual people are that do the maintenance for the place. There are 3 main maintenance people, and so you have their identities. They are close enough to your own features, luckily, that you can kind of pass off as them with your disguise kits and your cover identities. However, there are only 3 of them, and so what you do with Cat and Mouse is the real kind of question of identity and disguise here.
Oh, it's quite simple. He's an intern, or she's an intern.
And the bird?
I am a rookie, trainee rookie. Reference to podcast, people.
Bird is part of a research project that the doctor is working on, trying to
I mean, that's partially true,
incorporate
probably, so don't mention that.
the local fauna into sanitation sciences.
Okay.
I
is he always like this?
So I think
I start writing it down in my notepad that I keep. Like, this is good. Like, this is
Right,
gonna be good.
yeah.
Like,
Oh god.
the garbage men too. The garbage men's. I think we need a setup action where you guys convince these folks not to show up for work today.
okay.
What about?
So who would like to do this convincing? That makes sense. I think it's a 1 stress flashback.
Okay.
Okay. So where do you meet these folk?
So I have done my research on the role and learned of a popular maintenance bar where all the maintenance sanitation workers all come after work to hang out and trade stories of
What bar is that?
Pipes. It's the
leaky pipe.
Yeah, the leaky pipe. It's across the street from another popular maintenance bar of the
claw
screwdriver.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah. Or excuse me, the screwdriver. It's a play on words with the screwdriver drink and dive bar.
That's good.
Oh god. Oh, it's so good.
So I'm at those.
So bad.
The best part is you never really know if Stanley's joking about this or not. Like you guys are gonna be walking. You guys are gonna be walking through small town one night and like see the screwdriver and be like, "What the fuck?" Okay. So you meet these 3 people. How do you convince them that this is a good idea? Because factory, pretty lucrative job, and not one that you want to be found out about as far as bad things happening.
Definitely. So Stanley was doing stand up, and after the show, these guys were at the bar. We started drinking together. We started talking about things that we wish we could do, but we're always having to do these things at work. And they mentioned some vacation, some fishing that they had wanted to do. And it just so happened that, I knew of a very popular fishing guide from the Lattice who would be more than welcome to take them out. I had never met this person. I just knew that there was a fishing place, but we needed to get in. So I lied to them.
Sounds right.
And told them. So I set them up on a fishing trip, and here we are taking over.
Okay.
You're in control of this flashback, and you're choosing to create a situation where we're lying to them, which could come back to hurt us.
Well, not only that,
no, we're
also...
not lying about I personally have never gone. I told them that I've been on it. It was one of those things that it's like, oh yeah, totally.
Right.
Slap the hood of the fishing boat, like you can fit all the fish.
Lies.
Like, in reality, I don't fish. But my job is to sell fish in. So.
Well, this sounds like a consort. Consort with connections from your heritage, backgrounds, friends, and rivals, gain access to resources, information, people, or places.
Well, I'm not getting access to information. I'm just trying to tell these people that there's something better to do. I feel like I would be charming them.
Yeah, but you're selling them a fishing they already want to go. You just told me they already want to go.
I just gave them a reason to go.
Right. But they also have to, not take off that day because they're still showing up for work.
All right. What kind of situation? I feel controlled.
Controlled, yeah.
Yeah.
It's normal.
What kind of effect are we talking?
Normal, yeah. It's good. Normal effect. This is just a setup action.
They like fishing.
They love fishing.
Do I get any bonuses for misdirection or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely a misdirection. They love fishing almost as much as Kat's dad, whose name is literally Fisher.
How about I like thinking that I set them up with Kat's dad.
No, why would you do that? That's a terrible idea. He's also not
on accident. I don't know. It's just I don't go fishing.
He's not a fishing guide. He's a lawyer or something. Yeah.
He's a fish lawyer.
He specializes in fish law.
Oh,
wow!
Has a lawyer that moonlights as a fishing guide.
I have now convinced the lawyer to take out these 3 people on a boat.
I quit.
Okay, yeah, that's a crit. I think I'm with that pretty much unable to think of it to give you any negatives for this. So yeah, cool beans.
There's no justice in this game.
There's no justice in this fucking game. People will tell you the dice don't lie. They do. They at least take sides.
Biased ass dice.
Right. Okay. So that's the plan. And apparently it's just crazy enough to work. Okay.
Off in a desperate situation. Look at us now.
Right.
We're employed.
You gone legit. Okay. So yeah, the setup action works.
Jesus Christ.
The setup action works fine. These guys are on their fishing thing, and they trust you not to fuck them here somehow.
A 3 a.m. fishing trip.
Oh, that's when you can see the eels. Right?
They're eel fishing.
Yeah, don't you know it's like whale watching?
Find eel. They're eel fishing right now. It's the best time to do them.
Exactly.
You can practically just grab them out of the water.
Yeah, except they're the size of a man, so bad idea. Don't do that.
You got to use 2 hands.
Yeah.
Right. Well. Okay. So.
Meanwhile, Cat goes home and I guess lets the rest of them deal with it.
No, I know you're the.
The intern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The intern.
In training.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we actually went with that. Okay, sure.
The intern in training.
You're actually there as the
That's-
animal handler as part of the project for Dr. Quinn. It's a project on getting birds involved with sanitation work.
I like how
So
they
you have
have
a special
mining
connection
canaries.
with the bird.
Anyway,
and
so how do you
translate.
guys get past the guards?
We walk past them. We have
Control
reason to do
position.
High-res vests.
a res vest and a solid like hello, and keep going.
Yeah.
And act
And
like
a sturdy nod.
yeah, just like a we're here.
Wednesdays.
And just like a little, like just a little show of the toolkit. Like, yeah, we're here to fix stuff. Not really much else needed.
Yeah, we're here to fix stuff. That's what we do.
Okay, this sounds like a sway. You're in a controlled position. Great effect, because of course you are.
Is this a group sway?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I'll leave that action.
Surprise.
Controlled, great.
Is this still the +1 for misdirection as being in disguise?
Yes, it is.
Wait, no, hold on. That's not right. That's not right. That didn't go right. Oh no. Okay, that did go right.
Okay, so you take 1 stress so far.
Hey, nice.
6 from Vi.
Yeah, I guess I'm still.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You're
You're
swaying.
the intern.
One more
Oh, but
stress.
not ready too.
That's why they're in training.
Yeah. And then your own. Did you?
5.
You already rolled. Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
When I
Okay,
rolled,
so-
Dora also rolled, and I saw the 1 and just 1. I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right.
That's not right. Right. Okay. Cool. Well, you guys smell the part and look the part as you go through. The guard waves you through with your, your gross things that you've taken from the clog down there. That you've got. One of them, a younger man, says, "Oh," looks at Kat and says, "You've picked the wrong apprenticeship, my friend. Oh, that smells vile."
Cat doesn't say anything.
Rude.
Okay.
I was tempted to do the I'm a trainee rookie bit again, but I'm just gonna say Cat does nothing.
Okay. So you guys have your way to get through the people. Your impeccable ways of convincing others that you are indeed who you aren't are helping immensely. How is it that you're finding Yasmina?
Oh, we're here to find someone?
Yeah.
You're not just here for research, no.
I mean,
God,
we know where the
Stanley
holding block
idea.
is, right?
So that's the thing about your blueprints and being such a low tier as compared to the factory is your blueprints give you like the outline of the building, but
Okay.
not any of the actual information.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
it's not like if you guys were tier 5 as well, you'd have all the scribbles on there for
Makes sense.
where shit is and whatnot. May even be able to find Yasmina with that. But really, you just have like the outline of the building and the entry points with those blueprints.
We could just ask.
Could. It's definitely an option.
Let's
I
not
have-
necessarily ask. Hey, where's the specific business cell? We're maintenance people, but you know.
Not necessarily that specific prison cell, but that prison location. Like, hey, we have this map. We were told to go through here. What's the best way to go? We were told going
We know-
through the prison would be like the most direct route.
well, we know the rough
What's that map?
direction that they're in. we're trying to narrow it down further. We've got as much as we can from the blueprints, I think.
I don't think you have a rough direction even.
Yeah.
We just had an entrance.
Yeah.
We basically
Okay.
have an outline of a building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dora, I feel like you were trying to
Okay.
say
A
something.
bird's eye view, if you will.
Well,
Mouse eye view.
once we have the rough direction, it sounds like it might be a Stanley type of idea. However, so
I start
that's
doing my
always
vocal
not, that's always
warm-ups.
Fuck Stacy.
Buck Stacy.
which is always a fun situation to be in. But I'm trying to articulate the idea I have, which is we presumably, especially with what Dr. Mahler thinks he knows, her soul might have little bits taken away from it from having the bond with the golem. So maybe try attuning to see who might have that.
Sounds
Not a
reasonable.
bad idea. Not a bad idea. Like kind of attuned to get like a feeling for where someone like this is or something
Ooh.
like that.
Yeah.
Great idea. I like that a lot.
I was
got it.
waiting for the
Okay.
idea to go off the rails. I like that idea, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be very, very bad, which is why it's kind of somewhat Stanley.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent.
Well, you're in a controlled position as you take your time to extend your senses and try to find this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a controlled standard.
Yeah, I would feel like I feel like there's a lot of that feeling going on through here, so I think it's
Yeah, that makes sense.
Limited.
Probably limited.
limited. That's like what's the minor one, the low one? I think it's limited.
0.
You
Controlled
can push
minor
yourself
movement.
for an extra die or an extra effect.
That's
Mm,
6.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hot dice.
So you get that general direction, but the general direction is all over because what you're feeling is these like chipped souls or these broken and rebuilt souls everywhere around you. And for a moment it's too much and you're briefly overcome by all of these horrible sensations. You know, this is what should not be. You know, souls are meant to be kept whole, not torn apart and rebuilt like some sort of evil necromantic Frankenstein soul monster. And like your stomach roils and you're nauseous all over, but you feel a thread, almost like a physical thing, because you've taken apart Yasmina's woven before, that snake golem that Mahler has experimented with, connects you to Yasmina, and you're able to kind of like grab onto that mentally and follow that thread, and through that kind of blank out or push away the other intruding sensory options there. So you have the direction, you can follow it.
Yeah.
But you still need to, go there. But it's
Okay.
it's like a roiling feeling. Like it's just like the whole place feels wrong in a way that you haven't experienced before, and that's saying something because you do this kind of shit for a living.
Mm-hmm. I think Dr. Mahler like breathes out and says, I have found the one who was attached to the golem that you had brought me, but I need to spend a lot of time concentrating. So keep an eye out.
Okay, got it. Yeah, we'll keep you safe.
Okay. So that's 3 ticks of that clock. You need one more to successfully find Yasmina.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you, as Dr. Mahler is kind of sensing his way through this, how are you aiding Mahler through this? I mean, obviously you're doing your faking thing. That's already taken care of. But this place is a maze and it's huge, right? It's so many stories just by itself. And it turns out that all of these places are holding cells. And as you're going through, you see people in various states of broken, right? It's just cell after cell after cell after cell of person. Some of them, look as though they might be like political prisoners. Some of them look as though they might be thieves or dragged off the street. There are women, children, men, every type of person. Even some people that look like, they were, rich folk. Kat, you probably recognize some of them as former city council members that have disappeared over the years. And most of them have like this vacant stare as they just like sit or lay down. Only a few of them even call out to you or attempt to say anything as you guys go through here. Some of them aren't even in cells. They're more in like pens because they're just sitting with this vacant stare on them, as if the soul has just been sucked from them and all life has left them.
What a nice family day out.
Yeah, it's a good time. What do you guys do?
I've got an idea.
Cool.
So I think Vi would try to assist. So I guess what I'm trying to do is, so if we know this is all like a cell block, basically, Vi is thinking that there's probably some sort of reasoning of where people are. Like they probably don't just throw people randomly in certain cages. So they're going to try to use what they knew about how like prisoners were held and try to apply that and kind of, I'm trying to use it as like a hunt and like kind of like tracking, like seeing how things are set up, like what the situation is, and like use that to maybe like, if not finding Yasmina, maybe better understanding how we can like navigate to get there.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
makes sense.
cool. And they're gonna push themselves. What's that, Ollie?
I was just going to say like a big sign that says X handles this way.
Yeah, I'm hoping at least. Maybe neon and flashing.
It's got one of those moving walkways.
Yeah, or maybe
Right.
I recognize some handlers
Hey,
who have been imprisoned now or something like that. Or
We've been in the room too long, so it comes up with the "Do you want a hint?" suggestion.
Little paperclip comes out in the window.
right. What's my?
Yeah,
Are we
this one's
risky? Is it
You're still
controlled
in a
limited?
you're still in a controlled position. Yeah.
Controlled limited. Okay. 4.
Okay, that's enough to get you over the mark here.
I'll take it.
Yeah, right. So your clock is completed. We can go ahead and delete that. However, controlled 4 out of 5. You hesitate, withdraw, and try a different approach, or else do it with a minor consequence. Minor complication occurs. You have reduced effect. You suffer harm. You end up in a risky position. You, I assume you want to keep your win.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't know. Whatever. Minor complication if I get to pick.
You don't.
Cool.
But that's okay. So you end up in a risky position insofar as you find Yasmina, but she's being taken from her cell. As you guys find her, she's being marched away by two of the guards and is escorted by two people that you would recognize anywhere. The first is three people that you guys would recognize anywhere.
God.
The first is Namari with her red fingernails and whatnot. She looks like this. The second is Kat's mom, who is there and seems to be talking in low voices urgently to the man in the large, voluminous robes of his office. You see here, for the first time, the Master Shaper.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. He himself is leading the guards and walking before the procession here, as Yasmina is led. Her body looks broken. She's clearly been through a lot here, and she's being taken somewhere.
Can we get that explanation of what the Master Shaper looks like again? Large robes and...
I think the word was voluminous.
Voluminous robes, yes.
Voluminous.
Yeah. He has gaunt features. He's like... he looks like a crow made into a person almost. You know, like he's got a large hooked nose, gaunt features, surprisingly long brown hair, but you can't see like his face or anything. He's walking away from you. But they, for three of you, there is an overwhelming urge to destroy this man. It
Which three of us?
The three of us who aren't Dr. Mola.
The three
Everyone
of you
but
Dr.
Mola.
You can resist this urge with the resolve resist.
You saying a magical urge or just a...
How would you know? Wow. Okay. Nice work.
Which resolve?
Vi's resolved as fuck.
Wait, okay, so we're choosing
Also quite resolved.
Wow, no stress for either.
As someone who has worked in the theater as long as Stanley, you can expect nothing but peak performance in the most crucial situations.
So you were choosing to not...
I am not choosing that.
Holy shit, okay.
You don't have to, you don't have to resist if you want. You can do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what Cat's gonna do.
It's gonna pull out a gun?
Cat's gonna pull out, that makes sense. Cat's gonna pull out a fine long rifle and go bang.
Always gonna want to pull out when you go bang.
Hey, if I roll a 6, I wonder what happens. End of campaign.
Vi can...
No,
Can Vi...
if I did that, what would happen? It would be a new clown situation of he's not really the one in charge.
No.
Yeah, I think if given the opportunity, or Vi would definitely try to stop that. But if not, that's fine too.
I feel like you're pretty damn resolved. Yeah, you can try to interfere. I'll let you try that.
I mean, yeah, I'm pulling out a long rifle, so
yeah, it's the opposite of an aid, right? So you take a stress and then roll a set off action.
I was going to do a finesse.
Okay.
Try to remove the rifle.
Makes sense.
All right.
Okay.
Whatever.
You gotta be careful with that. You don't want the rifle to go bang at the wrong time.
Roll a one, roll a one, roll a one. I want to see what happens.
Nah,
Oh!
try it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can you don't succeed in
Yeah.
interrupting.
Yep.
I'm wanna call it.
I don't think you
Oh.
have to take a stress for that. By the way, sorry,
Okay.
because it's we're using it as an opposite of setup action. You don't need to take stress for setup actions. Okay.
I can't decide if this would be a hunt or a wreck, but it doesn't really matter because I've got 2 in both.
I'd say it's definitely a hunt.
Okay.
So you've got Yasmina, the guards, 2 golems.
Or 2
Oh,
golems.
okay.
Wow, we're
Yeah.
screwed. Okay.
So a pretty
Two-
evenly matched situation here.
Yeah. Two
Gotcha.
of the big, 2 of the.
Wait, are you saying when you say guards, you mean the golems are the guards, or there are guards and golems?
No, they're golems. And from the robes that they wear, these red and blue, almost gown-looking things, you know that these are keepers. These aren't controlled woven golems. These are keepers.
Why would the golems wear robes?
Oh,
Because
okay.
they're the religious ones.
Yeah,
Wait.
for those who don't know, because why should you? In our world, there are golems that the Master Shaper created, but there are the golems that have always been there, which are mystical, just people that exist. So this reminds me of Laputa, Castle in the Sky, that film. And you Studio Ghibli fans of the 0 of you watching, yeah, they also run a religious sect. Have their own agenda. Who knows what's up with them? Okay, so risky.
No,
Yeah, I
you're
would
still in
say
a control
that's-
position.
Control.
Oh, no,
great.
this is risky. You're right. Sorry,
That's pretty
You
risky.
can move it to risky. Risky. Limited effect because there's all these things in the way. Like he's in the front, and then there's lots of folk in the way.
Would it be great effect if it were to connect, though? It's like
That's
a
not how
shot
that
to
works.
the head, wouldn't? Right.
I do have sharpshooter. You can push yourself to one. Well, push yourself, but make a ranged attack at an extreme distance beyond what's normal. Unleash a barrage of rapid fire. Blah blah blah. But I
Okay.
have to push myself, so that means
You can do
stress, doesn't it?
That does
Yeah.
mean stress.
I don't want to stress. I'm gonna risk stressing out. But hey, screw it. What could go wrong? I'm gonna try it. So, is that 2 stress?
Yep, you use 2 stress. You get the normal benefits of pushing yourself from that.
Standard?
What?
Standard?
Standard what?
Effect.
Limited.
No, it's limited effect.
Yeah, but I just pushed. I said if I'm pushing.
You get a bonus die.
That's probably still worth it just in case.
Why?
Okay, Gwenny, would you fuck off, please?
Oh, 2, 2, 1.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, you whatever.
Rifle was turned the wrong way.
I'm so gonna stress out this session.
Oopsie doopsies.
If we're not all dead.
I'm gonna stress out and then die this session.
So you're lining up your shot as you as you go to do this, and Vi is the only one that has time to react at all, but is trying to avoid the trying to avoid making your gun go off, but before it is, and right as you're about to take your shot, your spotter, your trusty bird, mouse, shuts their eyes and shouts in your mind, "No, no, no!" But you
Got that mouse.
either can't control yourself or have decided not to, and you fire anyway. But with your eyes closed, your shot ricochets just past his head, and he turns around, and you guys get for the first time get the full like profile of his face, and it's locked
Wait,
in your
wait. Do I get a profile of his face if I can't? If Mouse's eyes are closed?
no, like
The rest of us.
that was only
Okay.
during the shot. Like Mouse isn't still, you know, closing their eyes on you. And he looks so normal. It's almost uncanny. Like he should look evil or terrible or something, but he looks just so normal despite the robes and the crooked nose and whatnot. It's just so strange, you know. Like he's obviously not someone that you would confuse with anybody else on the street. I mean, he does look like a crow, but he's not like
Normal
twisted or anything. He's just a surprised and right now frightened person staring down the barrel of a rifle.
I just have some thoughts.
What's up?
No, I know there's some internal processing thoughts. Predictions kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
Carry on.
Stanley says, "No, no, no! I said, pass me the wrench, not fire a shot at person walking away."
Everyone turns around except for the golems, who just
Including
swing-
us. Wasn't
Yeah.
it?
who just swing their heads around on the to look behind them. You know, they don't need to turn their bodies.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised too.
Roll initiative. No. And it's bad time. It's time for the baddie bad
bad
stuff.
one. A
Yeah,
bad one.
a bad one. It's definitely a bad one.
Abaddon.
Abaddon.
So yeah, things go badly. You suffer harm. A complication occurs. You end up in a desperate position. You lose this opportunity. So you end up in a desperate position. The complication is that Body in the club coming after you.
Club coming after you.
Yeah, and you yourself, Kat, are now locked in this mental struggle with your own other birdly half. Cool. The keepers then turn their bodies around and launch themselves after you. You feel as they come toward you, almost gliding as the way that their robes look. This pool on yourselves, all of you, even you, Dr. Mahler. You can feel their displeasure at you, and it almost makes you quake in your little booties. So we'll find out how that goes after this break.
All right. Guess I'll get some more coffee.
Yep.
Beer.
Hi,
Hi.
everybody.
Hello.
We're doing well.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome
Hey,
back,
welcome.
everybody.
I
So, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I got to get one of those things where I can like set up macros to do this stuff for me, so I'm not like manually unhiding and hiding things in OBS. Maybe have it go through at the same time would be nice. Anyway,
Yeah.
story.
You know, you can set automatic screen transitions. I haven't gotten into it though, but we should look into it.
So, the factory is on alert clock has been filled out because that's what happens when you shoot at the guy in charge.
Is it
Yeah.
filled? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of an autofill on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as I mentioned, the keepers here have this uncanny pull on you, and it's like almost fuzzing your brains as their red eyes lock on yours, and they start flowing toward you. They are like people-sized, not like the giant types of woven. And so they look like bald-headed people with glowing red eyes. And like I said, as you look into those eyes, you are temporarily overcome unless you want to resist that. That's going to be an insight resist.
Okay.
Or you can lose this opportunity for action and not resist. It's only a momentary thing, but if you wish to start now, it's time to do that.
What is it they're trying to do? Sorry.
Resist their uncanny pull on you.
What does that mean? What are they trying to do to us?
They're not trying to do anything. They're doing something.
What are they
They're,
doing to us?
like stunning you. Like you are like stunned and overcome by their glare.
Not resisting.
Okay.
I'm not resisting. I can't afford the stress, and I would be stunned right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh shit! I forgot you take stress.
I
but...
think
Whoops.
Dr. Mahler is not resisting.
Okay. So Stanley, you take 2 stress and are the only one not taken aback by this stony glare.
I've seen worse crowds.
What do you do?
The show must go on.
Yep.
So
Did you take the 2 stress?
I did. I took my 2
cool.
stress. I am going to continue the performance about the. No, it definitely doesn't look like a performance is gonna work. I've tried.
The jig is up. Yeah, the jig is
I'm holding
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
rifle.
the character development story arc for Stanley this season was learning not to continue the show when the fat lady sings, so to speak.
So what does Downey do?
Stanley is going to slap everybody into gear, and we're going to get up and go.
Okay, so he's trying to sway your friends to kind of knock them out of it, so to
mean
speak, and get the fuck out.
Yeah, get through the door at least.
Okay, that sounds good. Go ahead.
This is sway.
Yes, and it is a desperate as fuck action.
Mm-hmm.
The action is so desperate.
Okay.
Okay, good. Not bad. You do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer severe harm, a serious complication occurs, you have reduced effect.
Suffer severe harm. You're trying to convince us. No, shut up.
Yeah, I would like to offer you a devil's bargain, my friend.
Oh no, he takes those.
Sure.
He'll just say yes.
I did it. What do I roll?
Your friends can all get away if you are taken captive.
Oh no. Wait. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Phenomenal.
I don't roll, do I?
Oh, no.
All right, yeah.
Okay. So the three of you are rushed by Stanley out of here.
Well,
Sorry.
What about Yasmina?
I was just thinking, yeah, Kat would be thinking, but we need Yasmina.
Right, but you're not really thinking because you didn't resist.
What if Mouse
fathom.
like hid in Stanley's coat?
What if Mouse hid?
Don't take my eyes.
Right.
Yeah, no, sorry. Carry on then.
But then you'd be able to track us, right? You'd see the footsteps.
So, Stanley, you push your friends through the door that you had come from around the corner, and you are trying to make sure everyone gets through. You finally push the stunned cat around the corner when all of a sudden the colors of the halls begin to blend together, and you have this feeling that you are limping your way through them, desperate for somewhere to hide and bind your wounds. Your numb fingers search for something in your coat. What were you looking for? An aether vial? No, didn't you use those after the first volley of bullets tore through you? But you're not bleeding. However, your fingers feel as if they're numb. And you're searching through your coat for something like a veil key. You grasp for it, but instead you find the aether vial that you were looking for before. You hear the echoes of taunts from your pursuers and a gunshot, but no one's firing. Still, you cringe away from where in your memory, in your dreams, the bullet has hit. The door shuts in front of you and locks. The two figures of the keepers surround you, reminding you of two pairs of boots down the hall in front of you. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. You chuckle and are surprised by the fact that there's no blood in your mouth. You see in front of you the face of the Master Shaper as your mind comes back into its clear focus. He's not speaking Ovaraki. He's speaking your native language. He's speaking Holbenite. And he looks down at you and says, one of the puppets has come home. Well, let's take him too. It would be good for him to see what he's become. You are lifted up and dragged by one of the keepers, flung over its rocky shoulder, and are taken away. The other three of you, what do you do?
I mean, we gotta bounce, right? Like we have to bounce.
No, I
No,
would say.
Yeah, no.
We need Yasmina, and we can't just let Stanley be left behind.
We are wholly unprepared for this.
Well, we're never going to be
Even
prepared
though-
for this. If we leave, then they're going to become more prepared through us leaving.
Whoa.
do we have the option to go after them? I feel like that was kind of a Stanley exits the scene.
We have the option of a different approach, probably.
I mean, I'm asking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. Real talk. Dr. Mahler is actually only just like an expert in this. We don't have willing to fight. Dr. Mahler would probably bail if you want to go back in.
That's very reasonable.
Dr. Mahler might want to bail, but might not be able to.
Yeah.
Would Dr. Mahler want to go by themselves?
So are we allowed to go back in, Mike?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just can't go somewhere.
I know that in Blades, I think there are specific rules for what happens if a character decides to leave a scene. So I didn't know if we could interact with that or not.
Oh no! Rosie,
Okay.
Rosie's character is still definitely in the game and in the mission, just captured for now.
Sorry, I thought the Devil's Bargain was like a trade and end it that way. I misunderstood.
No. This is just for him to get captured and taken somewhere.
Okay, well then, yeah, I guess we'll just go back in and go after him.
Okay, you'll probably have to go somewhere else if you don't want to run right back into them. Go around somewhere else.
Vents?
Because you're still trying to get away from these from these pursuers. Yeah, they're events. They don't go outside, but they connect rooms. They might be large enough for a mouse to get through, but definitely not a person.
Okay.
Yeah, like you can go from electrical to the med bay.
Right.
Was
exactly.
there just like another door?
Yeah, there are a ton of other doors. Yeah.
We'll go through the other door.
Cool.
It would make sense to use the vents in this situation.
Vi.
We are imposters.
That shot sets off a memory in you.
Oh God!
You feel like there should have been a scream, and now the silence as you guys walk through really starts to bother you. You feel sweat pouring all over yourself as you feel the memories of your nightmares coming back to you. This is exactly how you've woken up each time. This ache in your bones as if someone's cut into them, drenched it like you are now in sweat. You're having trouble figuring out what's real and what isn't here.
Same.
Cat, you have this feeling from Mouse, where he's just like quaking on your shoulder and giving you like the bird version of no. Okay, lads, what do you guys do?
Neither of you look okay. Would you like to try again later?
No.
But
Unfortunately,
We might as well try again now. We're not going to get another. They will work out how we got in here. They will block that off. We will not get a better chance than this.
Yeah, I don't think Stanley's gonna have a later if we don't try now.
Yeah.
Okay. I require a very large bottle of wine and some tools when we get back. If we get back.
Yeah, that can be taken care of.
Awesome.
Okay. Is there anything you can do about any of these golems? Like, you're the expert, right? Can we do anything to get by them?
I don't know.
What about maintenance? Anything? Like, I imagine they have to be like tuned up or something, or worked on, or I mean, do they rest? Is there anything at all that ever puts them not in attack mode?
I, the player, do not see anything on my sheet that might help with that.
What do you mean?
They have an interpretive dance mode, so if you play the right song...
It's GDR, whoa.
So I don't have Ghost Ward, which might be the one that we're actually talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think if having Dr. Mahler here would give us any benefit that way.
So Dr. Mahler, you know from your studies that you can attune to the spirit bonds that connect a person and a golem, and tug on them, so to speak, and like interfere with kind of like the puppet stringy kind of thing, right? On like a cellular level. And anyone can do that. You're just really good at it because you've experienced it and kind of like gone through it. But any of you could try to attune to a golem and if not control them, throw them off a little bit. So yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dr. Mahler says, well, we can try like interfering with the bond between the golem and the handler with attunement. It's going to be extremely unpleasant, though.
I think Vi would just kind of pat Dr. Mahler in the back and be like, see, you're a natural. Let's get at it. And start going back in.
Okay,
I guess, I mean, other way to not just go back right into this, guys, but...
All right.
It might, and I think Dr. Mahler does continue, like, okay, well, if I'm going to be the one who is, doing the main interference, it's not going to be pleasant, and it's not going. I might be very distracted, so this is going to be like reaching my own soul out. So
we'll keep you safe.
Yes,
we've done it before. We'll do
you.
it again.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's your plan?
Well, if we're having to try a different approach, so Cat can speak to animals. If there are rats around or something, can Cat ask a rat, "Hey, where would they likely be headed?" Are there rats around?
You find a rat named Fox.
I mean, it doesn't specify.
A rat named Fox. That's really fucking good. Yeah, let's do a little fortune roll. There are you can hear rat speech, but you can't. But there aren't any around. Like rats don't just hang out by people. Like boop, 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 boop. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like birds typically do.
Yeah.
But you can try to go find one if you'd like.
Sure. I'll try and find a rat or
Side
any
quest.
animal.
Find a rat.
So you'll need to hunt for one.
Hunt. I will hunt with a position of controlled.
Desperate.
I think you guys are still in a desperate situation. Like you're still trying to get away.
I'll take the XP
Makes
for
sense, actually.
Blades in the Dark. It came about finding mice, rats, and other rodents.
Welcome to Varmints in the Dark.
A 6.
Ooh. The hot dice are back.
Okay. The hot dice are back. Yeah, so you do it.
Why is that what I get a 6 on? Finding a rat.
You find yourself a nice, plump, juicy rat that's just curious enough to come out. Really, honestly, this should be a mouse. Mice are curious, rats are skittish. So
a mouse is fine.
So you find a mouse that's
Robin?
Jake, actually.
No.
Figured out. You find a mouse named Batman.
Okay.
Mice don't have names. So
have you ever asked one?
You find a mouse that's just curious enough to be like, talking person, that's weird. And you're able to speak to it. What do you ask?
a friend of ours was taken. Also a handler. One of the people in the points to direction. Well, where would they likely have been taken?
It
By the man in the robes and describes other people. Nail polish woman.
it like looks at you very inquisitively, only go to middle. Man in robes only go to middle with and like its eyes become like wide and angry looking, which you sense is like it trying to communicate what the keepers are. Like, only go to middle.
Okay.
Can you tell me what this looks like, by the way? Describe to me what cat looks like.
Well, what cat looks like?
Talking to a mouse, yeah. What does cat look like?
Yeah.
Talking to this mouse.
I think we clarified in the past that it's not as cat talks normally and they talk normally, and yet they can understand each other, as
Okay,
opposed to cat making mouse noises.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not the Emperor's New Groove.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, it's telling you that they go to the middle.
Okay. They're in the middle.
Just take some time.
Looks at the blueprints. Where's the middle?
Huh, I found it.
The middle.
I circled the middle.
What looks like it is in the middle? Is there any labeling?
It's an outline of a building.
Is it just an outline? That's a rubbish blueprint.
So,
Big
there
bold
are-
letters says middle.
There are some things. So there's a lecture hall in the middle.
Let's go to class.
Oh no, that's no. Oh no.
Time for a school reunion.
I don't like this.
Booker's in there giving a dissertation.
Wouldn't you love?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Cat says that. Let's head there.
Oh,
Do you
Yep.
believe
Okay.
it's true?
oh.
Sounds good.
Hold up. Can we argue that the blueprint was a little bit better? Because the edge is tier +2.
Because the what?
The edge on Dr. Muller is tier +2.
Oh, true. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so the blueprint is a little better.
That's
yeah. You can discern what's a hallway and what's and what are the the pens and whatnot. Now that you can compare them, before they were just shapes on an outline, but now you can kind of surmise what's what as you've gone through here and seen stuff. Make sense? Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna
So
turn
what
on
is in the middle? Oh, you said lecture hall. Yeah, cool. Let's head there then.
Okay, cool. How are you guys heading there?
Teleportation.
Wow.
Yes, very nice.
Hard cut.
Not the way we had traveled before.
That sounds right.
Screen swipe left.
Bet you're wondering how we all got here.
I mean, so we have hallways, I guess. We can try to start stealthing. They're actively searching for us? Is that what we see when we were out there?
Place is
Okay.
super on alert for you.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
the jig is up.
I've heard
it seems
hiding
like
under
we
cardboard
know
boxes.
a path or
stuff.
two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Make our way downtown.
Walk fast.
Yeah.
You want to take that bit a little bit further?
No, we're good.
No.
So after this montage of walking,
So, I mean, how are you? Are you prowling? I'm guessing, trying
Oh,
to.
yeah,
trying
that
to
makes
stay
sense.
unseen?
I would assume so at this point.
Yeah, this sounds like a. This sounds like a prowl.
I'm not gonna lie.
groupie group.
Group action.
Yeah.
I'm not leading.
Stanley, as we're waiting for their
Sorry.
okay, as we're waiting for their group actions to resolve, whichever one of you is in control.
Nope.
What?
All right, doing
Dr.
the
Muller
best.
didn't even want
Goes,
to be
goes.
here anyways.
Yes. So as we're waiting for those rolls, the bag is taken off your head as you find yourself in like a large old school lecture hall. You're seated and cuffed, doubly cuffed, with one hand on each to the. Wow!
Double cup.
Wow! Good, Dr.
Holy
Muller.
shit.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
Crit, desperate, 0 dice.
0 dice.
Love it. Anyway, so you're chained and cuffed to this wooden seat, of which there are many as you look around. There's tiers, basically, and in the middle there's a figure on a slab, and one of those large woven golems that is more or less pieced together on the back wall, but it's like inanimate in a way that you haven't seen them before. It's just blocks of rock, basically, that's shaped into the form of one of those golems. The figure on the slab is Yasmina. She's clearly sedated, and has and while she's awake, she clearly has no idea where she is or what's going on.
I know.
You see the master shaper down, looking over her. This is one of those old like dissection room things, right? So there's like a drain down there and whatnot. In the over in the in another seat, you see Erbogans. Is that how we say
Evergrins.
that? Evergrins. Thank you, Evergrins. Cat's mother, looking intently down at the place. Namari is also down there, conferring with the Master Shaper. And sitting next to you, you find Al.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
How is everyone everywhere?
Okay.
So like Al kind of like slides into the seat next to you. Doesn't seem to have been seen by anyone. And he says to you, "Am I talking to you or the created you?" Stanley?
You're
no.
muted if you're actually there.
Yeah.
I think you might have walked away for a little bit. Okay, so the Prowl Party.
Alrighty.
Prowl Patrol.
The Prowl Patrol.
So I guess Vi would just lead this.
Okay.
They popped a vial to get themselves to 1 dice,
A vial.
and yeah, no, that's good. And took a stress for the 4.
Awesome.
So feel free to stealth with us, Cat.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It's fine. We already have the success. Just it's if I take a stress or not.
Oh, please do.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
You do.
I can't prowl,
yeah.
which is ironic for an assassin.
Especially one named Cat.
yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
Back to Rozzy, so we can have that fun.
Yeah, we'll get there. So that's critical. You guys do it with increased effect. So you get to this chamber, all together. Like you see, as like the scene that we see is all the checkpoints are in a mess because the place has never been invaded like this before, and so people are running around all everywhere. And you guys are able to kind of like Frogger your way through these different places. There's probably a good bit of like hiding and climbing. I'm sure at some point you guys like have imitated the people in the cells by just like going in there and like pretending to be dull-eyed and whatnot. So yeah, but you eventually come to this large area described as we had before. Rosie, did you hear the stuff that I was saying before you kind of disappeared for a minute?
No, I had to take a quick break.
We'll have a
Okay.
second reaction to that then.
Okay, cool. So you are locked in this chair in this observation room, right? You see Evergreen's Cat's mom and Amari, and sliding into the chair next to you is Al.
Yeah, I did hear all that then.
Okay, cool. And so Al looks at you and says, "What am I talking to? The real you or the you they made?"
Question: is my mustache still on? The fake one.
Yes.
No, you're not talking to the real me. You're talking to the
Oh,
me.
really? That's your response?
Al grimaces and then smiles and says, "Well, I guess you're not that changed, at least." He says, "Look, I don't think I have much time before all of this wears off and I go back to whatever I've become. But you need to get out of here."
Oh.
You don't say.
He-
You and I both, and I just kind of chuckle as we're clearly
Question
locked
them,
in.
for God's sake.
What have they been doing to you? Get into it, Ollie.
It's not what they've been doing to me. It's what has been done to all of us. He says, "If I get you out of here, are you going to try to kill the Shaper?"
I mean, it seems like it's what has to be done. I mean, I saw those kids and those pins, and I thought, how could anyone do this? Were these connected to the golems in some sort of way?
Yes. But you can't. We have to stop him, but not for the reasons that we think.
Fair enough. How do I get out?
He brandishes a key and says, "Please get your friends and get out of here. It's not worth it." Says, "We need to shut down the factory, but they're not the real problem. He's being used," and he gestures to the Shaper by them, and gestures to the Keepers.
Oh.
He thinks he's doing the right thing. There's the sound of someone coming, and he curses and says, "I have to get out of here." He gives you the key and says, "Seriously, just leave. I'm sure I'll see you again, but I don't think I'm going to remember what we've talked about. Just keep searching for the truth."
Can I give them the aether vial that I have?
Yeah, if you want.
Because isn't the aether bad for you if you take it?
No,
Oh,
it's good for you.
what's something that would knock them out? I give them a bag of trance powder.
Why are you trying? Are you trying to knock Al out?
Well, yeah, to help them. They seem like they're in pain. So
They reek of whiskey.
Yeah, they reek of whiskey.
They reek of whiskey. So there's that.
wait, we're still inside this whole jail thing, right? So is Al not also in jail?
No, Al snuck in here by himself.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
I'll just take
So-
the trance powder.
Okay, cool. So Al whisks himself. Thank you, Google. Al whisks himself away through the other door right as your friends sneak through. Guys, this is what you see. What do? You see Stanley, who has procured a key somehow, unlocking himself from the locks here.
And where's Yasmina relative to us?
Down in the so if you've ever seen one of those like old school dissection rooms, it's like rows of little rows of seats that are up on a tier, and then lower than that, like 10 feet lower with a sloping floor. The drain is the area where the dissection happens, and she's there with the two keepers,
Yasmina on the slab, the inactive golem, and Namari.
I mean, could we control the golem temporarily and grab Yasmina and bolt?
I could try.
Where's Namari, did you say?
She's down on the floor as well.
Wait, what do you mean on? Where are we then? I'm confused about the layout. Okay.
You guys are up in where the students, quote unquote, would come in. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're at the top of the operating theater.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well,
do we still have those smoke bombs?
Still what?
Have the smoke bombs too?
You do.
Well, I do have the smoke bombs. We should talk to Namari. Get Namari if possible. If we can get Yasmina and Namari.
Master Shaper down on the floor. Ebba Grins, your mom, as I mentioned, is in the audience, looking very pensive and worried.
What if instead of grabbing Yasmina or Namari, we grab the Master Shaper?
But then we fail at what we came for.
By the way, you'll never guess who I just ran into.
Wait, have you gotten out across to us?
Yeah, are you with us right now?
Yeah, Stanley can rejoin you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought y'all had come up to me where.
No.
Where was I?
Just walked in. You were locked into a seat.
Yeah, but Al gave Stanley the key.
The key.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm cutting in and saying, what if we grab the Master Keeper? As I undo my shackles.
Instead of the reason why we came in here in the first place.
Well,
I think if we kidnap the Master Shaper, we're going to create way more problems for ourselves than we'll be able to deal with.
I think. Well, I mean, do I still have the urge? Do any of us still have the urge to shoot the Master Shaper?
You do.
Oh no!
I think we should kill the Master Shaper immediately.
I don't think it's Master Shaper who is the one in control. I think it's these keepers they're using the Master Shaper. At least that's what Al said.
Al's here.
How do you think I got the key?
Where is Al?
Not quite sure.
Your friend with the glowing eyes?
Yeah. What?
Who has
you spoke to
been
Al
chatting with me?
You were gone for a second and captured. How on earth are you now okay, and where is Al?
This definitely took more than a second.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to go over the details and question how it is that I am free. The good news is I am free, and we should probably be getting out of here as soon as possible. But I do know that we're this close, and I mean, if we're going to leave, might as well leave with at least one more.
Wait, why does Al think it then?
Down on the floor, Namari and the Master Shaper are done conferring. She looks like she's lost some argument, and one of the keepers approaches Yasmina, who again is drugged and clearly out of it. It places its large stony hand out like near her head, and her eyes awaken, and her whole body like goes tense and like this, and like she's trying to scream, but no words are coming out.
Can I try interfering with whatever this process is?
You can, sure.
With an
It's
attempt?
not going to be unnoticed.
Yeah.
I have an
And
idea
also-
for Cat.
Cat will very quickly have her own ideas if you don't present them quickly. What's your idea?
I was going to wait until Dora did there.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it? I'm assuming desperate, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to use her uncanny preparations.
Fair.
To make it not desperate.
Okay.
Oh. Is there any?
So you don't get the XP.
Yeah, I don't get the XP, but that's fine. So like the uncanny preparations would be once we figure that out, like got everything we needed to quickly interfere with this, like got it ready. Push.
That makes sense.
Do we have a way to get it improved position? Or improved effect? So it has to be a setup.
Yeah.
I could make some sort of distraction.
That's not going to help us.
No, it'd have to be a setup.
A wreck would definitely help interrupt this thing.
That kind of brings up my next point, which was what I was talking about with Cat.
Yeah. Well, then we're aligned. In what?
So Stanley would ask, does everybody still have their masks?
Yes.
And Cat, you still have those things you were working on, right?
They're not. I don't have the thing that I had the idea of creating yet.
The first thing you created.
Yes.
I pull out this bag of trans powder, which kind of suggests towards the bombs. Because if we're gonna have to steal people and run away from a bunch of people, we might as well alter their minds, so it's gonna be harder for them to chase us.
Okay, so is this conversation all happening while we're trying to figure out what we're doing and trying to stop this?
Sure, but like in whispers.
Okay. That doesn't help with the fact that what is this effect right now?
Right.
What is this effect right now? Probably limited.
Yeah.
Do we have a way to get it to standard at least?
You can trade position for effect. That's an option. So you can go back to desperate for normal effect.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, sounds good.
I mean, I don't really care about the XP itself on this character because I'm not going to keep playing this character. But
meanwhile, a dark cloud of green and blue has gathered above Yasmina's like body, and the Master Shaper has taken out like a large like carved dagger, and it's got like all sorts of different like runes in it. He's walked over to Yasmina and says, "You were so helpful once upon a time." And he looks over to Namari and says, "This is what happens when agents fail."
oh god!
And he's about to like take the dagger and plunge it through the like miasma looking thing and down into her heart, when suddenly Dr. Mahler's eyes go green, and the miasma that's coalescing there shimmers and like dissipates into like this rain of ether that falls down all over Yasmina. So some of it gets into her mouth and she swallows reflexively and like seems to come back to herself. And you guys have a moment here to make a decision and do something as you have the moment of surprise. Whatever you do, it'll certainly be desperate, but you can do something now, whether it's get away, take a shot, something. What do you do?
Stabby, stab. No, what? Shoot. I want to shoot the Master Shaper.
Okay.
Okay.
We came to save Yasmina. He's about to stab Yasmina.
Cat with that one track mind.
Vi and Stan.
Single-minded. It's a trait of ours.
True.
Well, if it's a fight that Cat wants, it's a fight that we get. We got.
We also ideally want to get Yasmina and Namari, but you know, Yasmina's about to be killed. So,
How many people are in the room?
People.
Yeah.
4 of you plus Evergrins plus Namari plus Yasmina plus the Shaper and the 2 Golems.
Okay.
Yes.
The Keepers.
I'm gonna be like, we gotta save Yasmina.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start moving down. I imagine you're about to shoot, so yeah.
yeah.
God.
I could help by causing a scene, doing snake charmer, and making it so that the keeper, the master shaper, is unable to leave.
Okay. You're gonna have to give me that that reasoning.
So I'm going to call out and talk about these experiments being wrong, and start telling these students about the children locked up in pens.
There are no students here.
Oh wait, then
Just
who else
immigrants.
is watching?
These are the other staff. Yeah, watching their
it's just
experiments.
Namari and the
I feel like
Keepers.
Cat wants to shoot immediately and doesn't want to lose the element of surprise as well.
All right, give it to me.
So back to Steve's question: how many people are in here?
Like 7.
Okay, including us?
Mostly just you guys.
Can I call it
Yeah.
a wreck? Because I feel like this is
Oh,
everything.
never mind.
Yeah, you call it right.
Yeah. Desperate limited or standard or
That's the standard.
yay standard. That's something. Oh, it's a 1 or 3.
Oh my god!
This guy won't die. Okay, he's just unable to die. Can I push it?
You've already
Off
rolled.
fourth.
Back.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've already rolled.
I would say that
Sounds
going
awful.
for the shot was pushing it already.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. So we've got 2 ticks on the killing the Master Shaper clock now because you did 1 before.
Are we progressing with that? Are we?
Yeah, that's how clocks work in this game.
Sure.
So again, Mouse gives that no and closes their eyes. But this time you hear like a as your bullet connects with the Shaper's shoulder. He like gestures to Namari and says, "What is wrong with you that you've created such monsters? Why?" And she looks up and says, "You get out of here! What are you still doing here? You fools!" Evergrins stands up and says, "Cat?"
Yes. Hi, Mum.
All hell is
away.
breaking loose.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Steve, what's Vi doing?
Vi's gonna call to Dr. Mahler to grab fucking Yasmina so we can book
Dr. Mahler's still up there doing like it's kind of
Basically,
doing the attuning still.
Yeah,
it's you and Stan.
Right.
Yeah. So like the attuning that I was picturing was like keeping her soul from exiting her body, because that's what it seemed like.
Which you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you whatever was being performed here, and I'm not saying that that's what it was. You've interrupted it. The miasma that was gathering turned to ether, and she's like coming back to herself, and obviously has no idea where she is. But that the ether that's gotten into her mouth is like doing its normal healing thing.
Yeah.
So Stanley and Vi, you guys have the opportunity to do something. What is it? I know Vi, you said you were getting Yasmina. How is it that you plan to do so?
I don't know. I thought we were going to use the golem, so that I do not know anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not have a plan currently,
well.
so I'm not sure what I'm doing. So I guess Vi might lose their action.
I'm still
Which is-
distracting
You could.
Weird.
the guy saying that, hey, you're being controlled.
So I would like to emphasize that Dr. Mahler did not say that Dr. Mahler was the only one who could do the attuning.
Right.
Oh, would you like help on the attune?
No,
Yeah, any
like
of you can
can
try
do
to
your
take
own
control of
attune
anything.
on like
Oh, then yeah, let me do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vi just literally cannot right now because they have 1 or 2 stress boxes left and 0 attunes. So
Right.
they can't
Yeah,
do it.
Then
I am just saying
Yeah,
that
yeah.
someone else could do that.
I got
Okay,
it.
Stanley,
Yeah. Is this part of my distraction? Is this controlled, desperate
are you trying to wreck?
with
Or-
the attune?
What are you trying to do? Oh, it's
Yeah.
your turn, isn't it?
Yeah, like are you trying to make a distraction, or are you trying to use the golem to
I'm trying to
grab Yasmina?
I'm thinking I'm trying to attune to the Master Shaper. Trying to figure out what's going on.
What?
He's not a. Well, who knows anymore? But he's not a thing.
Do you have like
It's-
the appropriate?
I don't think there's a vector of success for that.
Okay.
Like Al
yeah,
could do that if I like took that ability, but that's like a specific ability.
Gotcha. Never mind then. Yeah, just tune to the robot, try to get it.
By the robot, you mean the
Yeah.
inactive golem, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that one, you don't feel any presence to it. It's just a pile of rocks. It has not been animated yet.
Mm.
Whatever way that they make it, you get that it was about to be made into a golem. It's
Mhm.
not one yet.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah, you could try to attune to the
Pile of
keepers if you wanted.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Is this desperate, controlled, risky?
Oh, desperate,
Desperate.
no effect. But you can push up to limited if you want by pushing yourself.
Could
You can spend an ether vial too instead of taking stress.
True.
I think I'll spend the ether vial to do that.
Oh, I already
sounds
done
good.
that. Oops.
Bonus die for the distraction.
I don't think this is a distraction. Okay.
Yeah.
A 4. Alrighty. So on a desperate 4, you do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer harm, a complication occurs, you have reduced effect, you end up in a desperate position. That's the wrong. I'm reading risky. You do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer severe harm, a serious complication occurs, you have reduced effect. So as you're going and attuning to this thing, you can see its eyes turn like from red to green. The rest of you can. Like in this Dr. Mahler, in the way that Dr. Mahler briefly did. But it's like flickering through like green and red as it does so. And Stanley, as you attune to this thing, you sense behind it this horribly huge presence. Trying to think of what's a good way of explaining it.
It's just a super friendly, like cooperative help.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like when you stare into the abyss stares back.
Kind of, but it's
And then
more
they
like it's more like waking up to find that you've not only been buried alive but are covered in spiders.
Ah.
It's horrifying, it's putrid, and it's just wrong. And you get the feeling of 1,000 red eyes that are now focused on you and you yourself. And it rumbles to you in a voiceless voice that you feel rather than hear. And it says to you, "Child, you will be mine."
I'm an adult.
Then suddenly you feel the keeper as an extension of yourself.
Nice.
It's fighting you and fighting you hard. You will not have control over it for long. You have just enough time to do something before it and whatever force it is protecting you or protecting it and pushing against you, either push you out or push into you.
Ooh.
What do you do?
I'm going to break the other keeper. Was there more than one keeper in here?
Yeah, there were two.
Yeah, then I'm going to have it break another keeper.
Okay.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, that's good. So it swings one of its large fucking stone, Jesus. One of its large stone arms at the other keeper and collides right into its head. And you see like cracks form all over the like bald sort of looking face. And there's like this shudder as you guys know like when a train goes by and it's
Yep.
and you're like right next to the tracks in your car or whatever, and it's like you kind of feel like a shudder. It's like that, like a scream that you can't hear that just vibrates through the room. And red light is shooting out of this other keeper's head that's like blinding and glaring. Vi, what do you do?
Okay, so the other keeper looks like it's pretty much messed up now.
It is messed up now. Yeah.
If does it look like Stanley's still possessing the other keeper or attuned to the other keeper while I'm acting?
Yes and no. It, like I said, it's clearly fighting him. And he is like, his body is racked in like that painless or that wordless scream that Yasmina's was before.
I think Vi's just gonna try to get to Yasmina then. It seems like enough shit's going on that they're gonna try to maybe grab her and dip.
Okay, sounds good. It's a bit of a drop. Are
Yeah.
you gonna try to like run out the doors like that's on that level with Yasmina, or are you gonna try to like put her like boost her up over the wall and escape out with her?
I'm gonna call for someone to come help me get her over the wall and hope that someone gives me backup.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, I'll try to boost her.
Okay, sounds good. What do you think the role is here?
I imagine hunt is how I would do. I feel like this is still kind of, I guess, grabbing and bringing her back. I don't know what
I would
else
say it's
would
more
work.
prowl, skirmish, or finesse.
That's fine. I could do skirmish or finesse.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess finesse, since I'm trying to use the distraction. I know it's not typically a finesse, but it's almost like an
Right.
Indiana Jones kind of thing.
Right.
Grabbing her and bolting.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll do that. I'll
Desperate.
push. Yeah.
Desperate
Is
normal.
it so with your stress, if you fill it up, is that bad? Or if you have to add one, is that bad?
Fill it up is game over.
I guess I'll use a coin for an Aether Vial.
Okay.
And push myself here. Alright, so desperate. Ooh, XP.
Yep.
What kind of effect do I have?
Normal.
Cool.
She's not fighting you for once.
Hooray. Dice! Snake eyes! Let's get it!
Oh, let's go.
Okay. It's the worst outcome. You suffer severe
Sure
harm. A
is.
serious complication occurs. You lose this opportunity for action.
Mm.
This could be, because you're not going to be here next session.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Right?
that's a good point. Yeah, if we have
This
to play...
could be why Vi isn't around next session.
That makes
One
sense.
in, one out.
Yeah. So you're able to boost Yasmina up over the wall, and then you have to dodge immediately as Stanley loses control of the keeper, and it like tries to smash into you. The other one, even though it's like clearly struggling, is attempting to corner you as well. And you're forced to make your way out of the other door. You do take some damage on your way out, and communicate to everybody else that you'll find your own way out. You end up pretty fucking hurt as you run into other guards, have to fight your way out. And so you're going to spend next session convalescing and healing up with the Orphan Commandos.
Cool.
Sound good?
It's lit.
Okay, and so that's Vi taken care of. Kat, Doctor, and Stan. Time to get the fuck out with Yasmina?
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Sounds good.
No, there is no or.
No! There's no
Grab-
more.
Or what, Kat?
Grab Namari as well?
Namari
On
is
your
not
own hand.
grabbable.
Well,
Namari's
grab the
down
Master
on the
Shaper.
ground.
Grab the
And-
Master Shaper. Let's grab the
No.
Master Shaper.
No, I don't want to grab him. I mean, I've still not resisted any urge to kill the Master Shaper, so theoretically,
Get
that is
another
the
shot off.
primary goal going on. But I don't want to. I'm trying to think of a more interesting way than just shooting again. But I
Well,
don't
I
have any
think-
other interesting way.
I think both
You
times
get
you
up
tried
close
to shoot
and you
this
slit his
mission,
throat.
it's become interesting because you failed.
What?
I said it could still become interesting because you failed the last few times. So
I mean, you could throw some smoke bombs down to get away. Like
I could do that to get away, but
you don't have to like kill him now. If you've wounded him, you're like that feeling is no longer super overwhelming.
you could have
Like-
mouse poop on him.
What I'm saying is you can resist it if you want, like without rolling resist. Like that was like a thing then. It doesn't have to be now.
okay. What if are you saying there's no way of grabbing the Mari, or like can I use smoke bombs to get close to her and knock her out and then bring her with me or something to that effect?
You can certainly try. It's going to be
Yes, please.
very, 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 very difficult.
I
And
will do
probably
it.
result in your death.
That sounds less appealing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the keepers are down there.
But the keepers are
are-
just semi-destroyed.
Can I help
One of
out?
them was, but are still more than operable. And she doesn't seem like the kind of person that wants to go. She's not making any attempts to go with you. You know, like she's not trying to get away. She looks like she's here on purpose.
Yeah, I'm expecting that to be the case. I'm not trying to rescue her. I'm trying to capture so I can interrogate her.
That's going to be very difficult.
Stanley, do you have any way of helping me?
I can.
How?
So I could always try to attune to the other keeper to try to keep it off while you get in and out.
That's
Or
not gonna work.
I could start wrecking shit.
That presence is there.
I'm just gonna start wrecking shit so that it causes chaos in the room, and Cat will have time to get in and get out, but only just so.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull out of my bag of stuff
Hey, it's gotta
some
work at some point.
demolition tools and just start. Maybe I got like a couple sticks of dynamite and just start lighting them and throwing them. Like
Okay.
tiny sticks, they're not like giant explosions.
Demolition tools. A sledgehammer and iron spikes. Heavy drill. Crowbar.
That doesn't seem to fit the bill.
Does not. Explosives are a big
Big purchase.
can acquire an asset kind of thing.
Well, I don't think I can help you too much, bud, unless.
Well, I mean, if I'm doing the grabbing, you can do the smoke bombing.
All right.
It's become a thing now that other people use the smoke bombs. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Give me the smoke bombs.
Yeah,
I chuck it and I hit the shaper right in the face.
Okay. Roll desperate wreck. Limited
Oh my
effect.
god! Please.
I feel like that's a distraction.
This would be a distraction.
Ew.
Yes!
Crit.
Thank you.
So his crooked nose becomes even more crooked.
Okay.
Now for the important part.
That is a crit. Okay, so you do it with increased effect. That's 5 ticks on this 6 clock.
Ooh, I just leveled up in prowess too.
Nice. Oops.
5 ticks on what?
That's a hit
6
right
o'clock?
inside.
Oh, that. Oh, on that 6 o'clock. If that had been how he died.
Ah!
Yeah, I guess my thing's in a skirmish, unfortunately, which I have nothing in.
Yep, sounds good.
So are you saying what does taking an ether vial do?
It's right there in the thing. You can, yep, there you go.
That's helpful. Push myself without stress. Cool. So, pushing myself does what? Remember?
Gives you an extra die.
Extra die. Okay, cool. Desperate, yeah. Standard, limited, great.
Limited.
Great.
You've I mean, I feel like even I shouldn't give you that because there's the choking acrid smoke that you can't see through because
They're
you don't
already
have
blind.
eyes. Your eyes are a bird.
That's true, but I have super sensors, so that's just helpful.
The bird
enough.
has super senses.
Yeah, and I'm seeing through the bird, so naturally I get a 6.
Naturally.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. You capture Yasmina, but you still have to get away.
Namari, but yeah.
Namari. Oh, whoops. No, my bad. But yeah, you still have to get away with her.
Well, that's fine.
How's it you're gonna do that?
I mean, back the way I came. I'm assuming I got up to her, knocked her unconscious and I'm taking her away, kind of thing.
Okay, sounds good. Yep. Okay. This seems like a prowl.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I'll give you standard effect for this.
Great.
So we'll start another clock. Bum bum bum.
Hey, I have a second ether vial. Can I use that here?
If you pay a coin.
No, I'm not doing that.
No, we have 2 ether vials as part of our load.
One of them is coin.
Yeah, well, the second one is through coin.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's just that you can't coin to get a third one.
Then
Right.
I'm gonna. I might as well take stress to get a bonus die. Oh, please be a 5. That's not terrible. Okay.
Okay. You remembering to take your XP?
I will doubt that. Yes.
Okay. You do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer severe harm. A serious complication occurs. You have reduced effect. So as you're climbing up, one of the golems is able to clip your leg, crushing it against the wooden
ledge kind of thing, that wall that goes up. So take 2 harm,
crushed leg, or resist as normal armory kind of stuff can apply, etc.
I will apply armor. Hey, Muzz, do I have... How many armor do I have to apply? I mean, I might as well apply heavy.
That's you don't have enough for that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do with the... Oh, no, we don't with the other... Is it +3 to the 2?
What?
When you...
What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm cool.
We have 2 free load of
that's
weapons
true.
or supplies.
So
That's
yeah,
what I was-
you do. Yeah, so you would have 1. Yeah, so if you did heavy, you'd have 1 left.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. So instead of grabbing your leg, it like grabs the armor and it's ripped off completely. And you're like, wow, that could have been my entire leg. Holy shit. You got a 5, correct? Okay. So that's boop, boop. 2 on the Great Escape 10 clock. Dr. Mahler, we haven't heard from you in a little bit. What's going on?
Has anyone grabbed Yasmina yet?
I think Stan has her.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm tempted to just say book it.
Okay.
The rest of y'all crazy people can figure your own way out.
Okay. How are you booking it? What are you using to kind of get out of there?
Let's get to our boat.
I don't think it's any. I don't think it's. I don't think it's really careful. I know we should be careful. I don't think it's really careful. It's just like run.
Okay. Kind of a prowl sort of thing then?
Well, if it's gonna be careful, then of course I'm gonna do a prowl.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess if I'm doing prowl, it's gonna be careful then.
All right. We remain in a desperate position.
Yeah, I would like to not roll just 1 die, so. Or not roll 2, take lowest, so it's gonna
This
be
is
1.
Okay.
Standard 1.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Okay. So that puts another tick on the Great Escape clock. 3 out of 10. And yeah, it's the worst outcome. You suffer severe harm, a serious complication occurs, you lose this opportunity for action. So you run right into some. Yes, we are looking close to the finish. We just need to get this clock and we'll be done. You suffer severe harm, serious complication occurs, blah blah. So a squad of handlers turn the corner right as you're like trying to lead the way out of here, and you're kind of away from your friends. One of them has a blackjack and bashes you over the head with it. Your hat goes flying off.
My hat?
Yeah, take 2 harm, concussion, or resist as normal.
Oh dear, this is not gonna go well.
Maybe they'll forget this whole
I will
mess.
take 1 harm instead.
How's that?
But there was a helmet underneath my head.
Mhm.
Aha. Okay. So take 1 harm, bell rung.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool beans. Stanley.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Getting on out.
Okay, how are you doing that?
I would have liked to go back through the sewers and get to the boat and just kind of creep out under.
But we
the
need
sky.
to get to the sewers.
So you're trying to prowl as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Give it to me.
Ooh.
Mon frere. Desperate action. So
Well, I think there's a better way I might be able to do this. Actually, no. Stanley's gonna bluff their way out and just kind of walk out with confidence.
sounds good.
It's much better than prowling.
Alrighty. No effect. But you can trade or you can push yourself for it. Limited if you want.
Yeah, I'll push myself for limited. Desperate, right?
Oh yeah. I hope I'm not wrong about that. I think you can do that. Well, that's why we're playing it right
Not
now.
bad.
Okay,
Figure it
not
out.
bad. Okay, you do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer severe harm. A serious complication occurs. You have reduced effect. I think you have reduced effect here.
Naturally.
So it's 1 instead of 2. Basically, you're able to like you're not bluffing your way past anybody. You're just like commanding them to stop in such like a way or whatever that they're like momentarily confused and don't immediately shoot you on sight, and you guys can kind of like rush past as you're going. Kat, you've got an unconscious Namari with you. What are you doing? As a lot of you are running out of here.
I mean, I guess I'm just still running. I mean, if there are people in the way, then I'd be trying to shoot them. I'd throw down a smoke bomb if there were people in the way. Like, what's an immediate threat? Otherwise, I'm just running.
Okay.
I'm imagining Cat's got like the arms and Mouse has the legs.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you can push yourself for effect. Good.
Is there an immediate like danger to address, or am I just running?
Yeah, there's the people that are clocking Dr. Mauler and
Then I'm shooting those people.
Okay. Go ahead.
See what you did there.
Hunt or wreck? I guess wreck.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, wait, no, that's push yourself. I'm not doing that again. Cool, desperate, yay, and standards, sure. It's a 6. I'm back to good rolls.
Nice.
Okay, great. You take some down after they are able to shoot Dr. Mahler, and a couple other ones after Stanley surprises them with his incredible acting. Vi, you are getting yourself out as well. You've gotten you've taken some damage here, but we're gonna say that's more narrative than it is mechanical.
Okay.
How are you helping your friends get out?
I think maybe that's potentially how I end up taking the majority of the damage. Is like I saw that there was like a larger group that was getting ready to cut them off, and I distract the group and just kind of take one for the team in that sense.
Okay, cool. And your nightmares are coming back to you during this too. It's very much reminiscent of that dream where all of your friends get killed.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I think that's part of what pushes you to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you doing that?
I have a load of 3 and I've only got 2, so it seems like a knife or 2 time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna blade or 2, run in there and force them
Start
to
fighting.
deal with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Desperate
So,
skirmish.
Do 2. We
Hell
already
yeah.
knew it was going bad.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, and I think this is how you kind of like overstress yourself. You can no longer tell fact from fiction. And
I
like
use both
just
my
a blur.
foresights in this.
Yeah, it's like a blur of you. It's like a blur of like you fighting these people and fighting your way through your dreams and whatnot. And we just see Vi like collapsing into a canal after finding their way like somehow out of this place, all cut, bruised, and broken, as and like a little head popping up around the corner, as one of the orphan commandos in the area sees what's going on, or at least like one of their runner people see what's going on and go to get help. Okay, Dr. Mahler, you've got your bell rung. What are you doing?
I think almost at this point, especially like still being a little
Yeah.
you know how sometimes in chase scenes like they'll just show like someone like knocking down stuff as like here's how
Yeah.
doing that so that
Cool.
it's harder to follow us.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds like a wreck.
Yeah.
Okay, give it to me.
Desperate.
Yeah.
Was standard.
Yeah, less effects
Now
from your
limited.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a 5.
Hey, and that'll do it. That completes our clock. So you're able to collapse the sewer behind you as you guys make your escape out of this sewer. The people on the handlers up on the wall up there are shooting at you, but none of them connect as you guys are barely able to paddle yourself away. So Mahler is going to go up to 3 harm here at the end, as one of those shots takes him in the square of the back, and will definitely need some time off. Getting back to the base. But that will do it. You guys have successfully gotten Yasmina out. You've also Namari napped Kat's rival and gotten out alive.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Well done, guys.
We did it.
Oh
Everything went according to plan.
It was perfect. From the
so many questions, so many things.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else you guys need to do or things that we should do before we sign off here?
We should promote things.
Yeah. Plug time.
So most
This is my
importantly,
cat.
go to OJWH
look at
Reviews
that.
on Facebook.
kitty.
But also, there's this little podcast thing we do where we play the Department of Deliverance is the name of the campaign. We use the game Monster of the Week, which is a Monster of the Week style RPG. And we play a group of monster hunters who... Never mind, let's just look at cats.
Sorry. Oh, such a quickie, no.
Yeah, we're currently on season 2, figuring out how not to make the world end.
Currently
while
recording season
fighting
2.
monsters. And you can catch us again. Are we doing next week or is it 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks, right?
Wait.
Playing? Are we
Now?
playing? I think we were planning on next week, weren't we?
Because
Yeah,
next
this.
week is our
Steve,
normal week.
Didn't you?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's what we were planning on doing. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll do downtime.
in between.
We'll do downtime before next Sunday, and so
Lit.
catch us here next Sunday for the next little part of this mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huzzah. Woo.